Hello everyone, I am Shiv Prakash, Research Scholar, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT BHU, Varanasi. Let's start the session for today. The previous class I taught about the Fourier series and how can you find the Fourier series of given waveform and how do you uh, plot the function. Now I talk about the representation of trigonometric Fourier series, the requirement of the four plots like two for the magnitude for the an and vn and another two for the phase representation. Let's see about the representation. Trigonometry Fourier series. How can you represent in the phasor representation of the Fourier series? Suppose for example you have a signal like a 2 plus 3 cos 0.2 t plus pi by 4 plus 5 cos 0.4 t minus 2 pi by 3 plus 7 sin 0.60 minus pi by 4 plus 9 sin t plus 3 pi by 4 3 pi by 2. Okay, this is the phasor. This is the signal. You have to plot the phasor diagram, a phasor representation of this signal. Okay, first of all find the fundamental frequency. What is the fundamental frequency for this? For the find the fundamental frequency of a signal, you have to find the GCT of the fundamental GCT of the whole frequency. First of all, find the omega 1 0.2 in this, omega 2 0.4, omega 3 0.6, omega 4 is 0.1. Okay, GCT of this one 0.2, 0.3, 0.6, 1. GCT of these all the frequencies is 0.2, and this is the fundamental frequency of the signal. Zero point 0.2, omega naught is equal to 0.2. So you have to find the fundamental frequency because of the representation of the trigonometry for the series. Then you need the harmonics order coefficient. Without finding the fundamental frequency, you can't find the harmonics order. That's why you need of the fundamental frequency. According to this, you can find the harmonics order. You know about the series represented as a naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos of n omega naught t plus bn sin of n omega naught t. Okay, for this in this a naught is equal to 2 first one, 0th order 0.2 it means this is the first order. 0.4 it means second order harmonics. 0.6 it means this one is the third order harmonics, and 1 is a fifth order harmonics. A1 represented as magnitude is 3 and angle is pi by 4. Second harmonics A2, because of the cos is here, A2 magnitude is 5 and angle is minus up to pi by 3. This is a sign is there in the signal. The sign it means this is the Bn representation. Third harmonics of Bn is B3. Magnitude is 7 and angle of minus pi by 4. Fifth B3 B5 is equal to magnitude is 9 at angle of 3 pi by 2. You have to plot this one. Magnitude versus frequency, yeah? Frequency and omega naught. Omega naught is fixed, n is variable because of the harmonics, and for the all we know omega naught is equal to 0.2. This plot is for the magnitude of an, and this plot is for the angle of an. This one is for the magnitude of bn, so for the angle of bn. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 same thing here also. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. But right for log the same. Okay. It goes to the infinity. First one a naught given as 2, and magnitude is 2 at 0 frequency. Then a1 is magnitude is 3, angle is pi by 4. Pi by 4 it means positive angle pi by 4. Next one is a2. A2 is magnitude is 5 at angle minus 2 pi by 3. Then a representation is end of here. Then next one is the bn representation. In the bn, 0 frequency is not there, only b3 and b5 is there. B3 magnitude is 7, then b5 magnitude is 9. At b3 angle is minus pi by 4, and b5 angle is 3 pi by 2. This is the representation of trigonometry Fourier series. Is a requirement of 4 plot. for the magnitude, 2 is magnitude and 2 is for the frequency or angle, sorry, angle versus frequency. First one for the AN representation, second one for the VN. Okay. For the combined all, if you want to combine the all in a single phase and the single magnitude plot, then next Fourier series representation is known as the polar form representation of Fourier series. Polar form of Fourier series. Previous one is a trigonometry form of Fourier series. This one is for the polar form of Fourier series. Okay, in this there is a single magnitude and single phase representation. How can you represent this one? Let's do this. In trigonometry, you know about xt is equal to a naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos of n omega naught t plus bm sin of n omega naught t. Okay. In this, the a naught represented as the d naught in polar form, an represented as dn cos of phi, and bn represented as dn sin of phi. For this, if you put the all value in the equation number first, then we will get in place of an is d naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity. This will be a dn. An in place of an is a dn cos of phi into cos of n omega naught t. In place of bn, we replace the dn sin phi and sin of n omega naught t. You can common rearrange of this system. Dn will be common here. Then you can rearrange this one. This will be cos n omega naught t into cos phi plus sin n omega naught t into sin phi. You can see here the cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. It means cos A minus B. Then xt will be represented as d naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn cos of n omega naught t minus phi. This is the polar form presentation of the Fourier series. Here the only one variable is dn. Coefficient is dn only. If we replace this one phi to d theta d naught summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn cos of n omega naught t plus theta n, then theta n will be represented as minus of phi. Okay, a n b n you can calculate it, then after you calculate the dn also from this one. Let's check how can you calculate the dn and phi. You need of dn and phi. D naught is same as a naught. Okay. d naught same as the a naught, but an is equal to dn cos of phi. If you square this one, an square is equal to dn square cos of square phi. Next one for bn is equal to dn sine of phi. If you square this one, bn square is equal to dn square into sine square phi. Can take this one, question number first to question number second. If you add the both, then you will get the an square plus bn square is equal to dn square. If you take the common, this will be a cos square phi plus sine square phi. Cos square theta plus sine square theta will be 1, and this will be equal to dn square. Then we can calculate the dn here by root of an square plus of bn square. Same thing, if we divide the bn by an, bn divided by of an, then what will you get? Tan phi, then phi is equal to tan inverse bn divided by of an. Simple representation of the polar form representation of the Fourier series. Where this is the representation, x t is equal to d naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn cos of n omega naught t plus dn theta n. Theta n simply is same as the minus of phi n, because of here minus we will replace the positive value. That's why it is the theta n. For example, if you have a signal minus a to a, this will be half t by 2, this will be t. Sorry. Now can you calculate the all of thing? Here a naught is equal to 0, an is equal to 0. This is the odd function. Bn, you know about the Vn is 2 by t, integration of 0 to t or minus t by 2 to t by 2 for a time period. You can take any one, xt into sine of n omega naught t dt. You can break this one 0 to t by 2, because this is not a constant 0 to t, there is only t, 0 to t by 2 is a, after that this will be minus of a. That's why this will be a sine of n omega naught t dt minus of a t by 2 to t sine of n omega naught t dt. 2a by t you can common. If you integrate this one, this will be a minus of cos n omega naught t divided by of n omega naught. All of you know about this one, 0 to t by 2 minus same thing, minus of cos n omega naught t divided by n omega naught from t by 2 to t. We will take common n omega naught, then this will be 2a divided by n omega naught t. If I put the value of t by 2, then this will be minus of cos n omega naught t by 2, minus minus will be positive 1, cos 0 value is 1, here minus and minus will be positive cos of n omega naught t minus cos of n omega naught t by 2. Put the value as t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, then this will be a divided by of n pi only. This will be minus of cos n. If it is 2 pi, then this will be pi only, plus 1 plus cos of 2 n pi minus cos of n pi. 1 is a cos 2 n pi. 2 n pi it means 360 degree. Value is 0. It means 0. 0 by cos 0 is 1. 1, 1, 2. This will be minus cos n pi. Minus cos n pi. Value is 2. Then this will be common 2a divided by n pi 1 minus of cos of n pi. Okay. If n is even, then this value is 0, 2, 4, cos 0 value is 1, 1 minus 1 whole value is 0. It means if only odd function is there, n is odd, then bn is equal to 1. In odd function this will be minus of 1, like 180 degree. Cos 180 degree is means minus of 1, minus minus is positive. This will be a 4a by n pi. Okay. An is equal to 0, a naught is equal to 0. Then we can calculate dn. D naught is equal to same as a naught is equal to 0. A an is given, dn is equal to root of square an square plus of bn square. An square, an 0, bn square, it means only bn is there. Bn is 4a by n pi, same as the dn. Phi, phi is equal to tan inverse of bn by an is 0, it means tan square infinity, tan square infinity, it means 90 degree, pi by 2. Then the polar form representation of the Fourier series for this function is xt is equal to some an dn is equal to 0, that's why n is equal to 1 to infinity dn is equal to 4a by n pi cos of n omega naught t minus pi by 2. We can solve more, than this will be n is equal to 1 to infinity. If we take a common, cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta, the pi by 2 minus n omega naught t, it means cos pi minus pi cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta, and this will be a 4a by n pi sin n omega naught t. Representation of this one, can represent this one for only two plot, one for magnitude, second for the phase. This will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For this one representation, A naught is 0, this will be a dn, this will be a theta n, 0 value 0, 1 dn, 1 is we put the value 1 here, 4a by pi, this will be 4a by pi. Angle of this one same, minus of pi by 2. This will be for the all. Second one, this is the not for the even function. Even function is 0, odd is there only. Then a3, the d3 is 4a by 3 pi, 5 is 4a by 5 pi. And angle is same for the all, pi minus pi by 2 minus of pi by 2. This will be n omega naught. Axis is n omega naught. Okay, here only two plot is there. A one for the magnitude, second one for the angle. If we want to calculate the power for this one signal in dn form, suppose xt is equal to d naught plus sum of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn cos of n omega naught t. If you want to calculate power of the signal, and this will be a d naught square plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn square by 2. This is the power of the signal. You can calculate simply by this one. And RMS of the signal is root of p. We will calculate the RMS of this function also. Let's do for the example. A signal xt is passing through a filter ht, then they find the output waveform and its power. Where xt is equal to 0, 0.05, 0.1, magnitude is minus 2 plus 2, and st is given as filter passing for the frequency of 20 Hz to 70 Hz only. Its magnitude is 2. This is the magnitude plot or frequency plot. So this is the time. How can you find the actual output signal if this signal is passing through this signal filter? For solving this type of question, first of all, find the Fourier analysis of this function, the signal. Then after you will choose the harmonics, how much order of harmonics passing through this filter, and how many orders is rejected from this filter. It, then what is the fundamental? Then for this one, first of all, find the fundamental frequency. We required the fundamental frequency. How can you find the fundamental frequency for this signal? By the for the time period. This time period is given as this is a 2 t by 2 and this is t, mentioning as t is equal to 0.1 second. Then frequency of this one, omega naught is 2 pi by t, and this frequency is 20 pi. If you convert this one, filter converted in omega radian per second, then it will be omega is equal to 2 pi f is equal to 20, then this will be 40 pi, this will be 145 a signal passing only 45 to 145 45. Our fundamental frequency is 20. Fundamental frequency, this will be omega naught is equal to 20 pi. What is omega 2? This will be 40 pi 3, 60 pi 4, 80 pi, 100 pi, omega 6 is 120 pi, omega 7 is equal to 140 pi. This waveform is same as this waveform. Only time period is changed and magnitude is mentioned. And what is the real representation of this one is xt is equal to this one summation of n is equal to infinity 1 to infinity 4a by n pi cos of n omega naught t minus pi by 2. You can retain as by the Fourier series analysis. This is written as n is equal to 1 to infinity 4a by of n pi cos of n omega naught t minus of phi. In this a is equal to 2, then this will be summation of 1 to infinity 2 4 ja 8 by of n pi cos of n omega naught t and phi is equal to pi by 2. This will be only for odd harmonics. Even harmonics is 0 in this case. Then only odd harmonics is presented. Is present for this signal. It means even this one already eliminated. Then only 60 pi, 100 pi, 140 pi is remaining passing. Then output of the filter is equal to xt, x3t plus x5t, fifth harmonic, third harmonic, and seventh harmonics is there only into ht. Then magnitude of this one is given as 2. Simply you can multiply magnitude is x3, x3 it means third one for this one. Value is the of filter is 2 into x3 is 8 by n is 3 pi, cos of 3 into omega naught is fundamental frequency is 20 pi minus pi by 2 plus 5 2 into 8 by 5 pi cos of 5 into 20 pi t minus pi by 2 2 into 8 by 7 pi 7 into 20 pi t minus of pi by 2. Writing waveform includes the 16 divided by of 3 pi cos of 60 pi t minus pi by 2, or you can take this one will be sine cos omega t minus pi by 2 minus theta is sine theta sine 60 pi t plus 16 divided by a 5 pi, this will be a sine 100 pi t plus 16 divided by of 7 pi sine of 140 pi t. This is the waveform expression of the output waveform. Then what is the power of this one? Power, you know about this one, d naught square plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn square by 2. D naught is 0 plus 16 by 3 pi square plus 16 by 5 pi square plus 16 by 7 pi square divided by up 2. This will be 0.22, sorry, 2.22 watt. And RMS of the signal root of P, root of 2.22 is equal to 1.49. This is the polar form representation of the Fourier series, but there is another drawback of this polar form. It means there is no negative frequency exist in this system. Negative frequency, it means if you plot a sinusoidal signal in this the representation, mathematical representation, then you requirement of the negative frequency like e power minus theta, or sinusoidal signal written as the e power theta minus of e power minus j theta divided by of 2j, e power j theta minus of e power minus j theta divided by of 2j. It means your requirement of the e power minus theta. Minus theta, it means this is the negative frequency, but in this polar form there is no negative frequency. Then you can be find the sinusoidal directly on this system. Then the requirement of the polar another representation of Fourier series known as the complex exponential Fourier series. Next representation is complex exponential Fourier series. CEFS. Okay, same thing. You can draw a complex exponential Fourier series from the trigonometry Fourier series. Trigonometry Fourier series representation, you know xt is equal to a naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity. You all know about that, cos of n omega naught t plus bn sin of n omega naught t. For this one, if you want to transform this trigonometric Fourier series expression into a complex exponential Fourier series, then simply you replace cos and sin in a term of exponential. Then this will be a naught is same as a naught, n is equal to 1 to infinity, a n common. This will be for cos theta e power j theta, it means j m omega naught t plus e power minus j theta, it means minus j of n omega naught t divided by up to plus bn sin. You can take as the exponential representation e power j theta j n omega naught t minus of e power minus j theta, it is minus of n omega naught t divided by 2j. E power j n omega naught t e power j n omega naught t, you can common, then you an by 2 plus bn by 2j remaining there. Same thing you can do for the plus e power minus of j n omega naught t. This will be a an by 2 minus of bn by 2j. N is equal to 1 to infinity. This will be take a common 2j, jj multiplication of numerator and denominator. Denominator will be minus up to, minus 2 will be here. Then the whole function will be for j n omega naught t into an minus of j bn divided by up to plus summation of 1 to infinity e power of minus of j n omega naught t, and it will be an plus of j bn divided by up 2. Here you can transform as this will be x, this is xt, trigonometry Fourier series converted as complex exponential Fourier series. In this c naught is same as the a naught and cn will be a an minus of j bn. This is the cn, because of n is positive here, then we'll take this positive also here. Cn is equal to an minus of j bn divided by up to, and this will be negative of n, that means c minus of n is equal to an plus j bn divided by up to. Here you can see this is the only complex is changed, minus j here plus j here, then you can see 10 as cn is equal to complex here of this one, complex coefficient of c of minus n is equal to cn. Okay, then this will be represented as cn, this will be a minus cn, c of minus of n. Then xt will be c naught, a naught is represented by the c naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity cn e power of j n omega naught t plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity c of minus n e power of minus of j n omega naught t. You can change minus to plus, minus minus, it means you can rearrange the order of this one is minus infinity to minus 1, then this will be a positive. Plus summation of this will be a reverse the order minus infinity to minus of n, then this will be a cn e to power of j n omega naught t, all is the positive. You can see this both are same, and c naught is the middle one 0. Then you can rearrange this system, whole system like a summation of n is equal to minus infinity to minus of n cn e to power of j n omega naught t plus c naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity e to power of j n omega naught t. Then whole system is written as summation of n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity cn e to power of j n omega naught t. This is the Fourier series representation of complex exponential. In a simple way, in a single waveform, you can calculate xt is equal to summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity cn e to power of j n omega naught t. Okay. In this system, there is an important thing: how will you calculate the cn, coefficient of cn. Cn is known as the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. Okay. Let's see the calculation of Cn. How can you calculate? You know Cn is An minus of j Bn divided by of 2. Okay. It means simply take the equation. How you calculate the A and Bn together? 1 by 2 is common. An is you know about 2 by t integration of minus of t by 2 to t by 2 xt into cos of n omega naught t dt minus j. This will be Bn calculation 2 by t integration of minus t by 2 to t by 2 xt into sine of n omega naught t dt. Okay. Then this will 2 by t, if you take a common, this is only 1 by t is remaining here. Then integration of minus t by 2 to t by 2. If you take xt common here in both, then only cos of n omega naught t minus j of sine n omega naught t is there into dt. It means Cn is equal to 1 by t integration of a time period minus t by 2 to t by 2 xt cos theta minus of j sin theta is equal to e power of minus j omega naught t. this is the calculation of the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. This is known as complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. Complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. Okay. Simple way we can calculate by A and Bn. First of all, calculate A and Bn. Here, you can draw this one. There's two things. Xt is, don't confuse between them. N is equal to minus half infinity to infinity Cn e to power of j n omega naught t. Okay. Here this portion is positive. Here this portion is negative. You have to take careful of this one. You have to take care about these two signs. Okay. How can you convert this one complex exponential Fourier series coefficient to trigonometric Fourier series coefficient? This will be A naught is equal to C naught, An minus of j Bn is equal to Cn, to Cn, An plus j of Bn is by 2 is equal to C of minus n. For here A naught is equal to C naught. Okay. If we want to calculate An, then Cn plus C of minus n is equal to An, Bn C of minus of n minus Cn divided by of j. Okay. Let's take an example. Same example takes a waveform. Zero t by 2 t. Same waveform. You know about this one. For this one, this is the even signal and symmetric signal. Then a naught is equal to 0, an is equal to 0. Sorry, it's a odd signal. For the odd signal, only Vn is present. Then 4a divided by f n pi, an is equal to 0 for this one, where n is odd only. What is the complex exponential representation for this one? C naught, you know about a naught, same thing, is equal to 0. Cn is equal to An minus of JBn divided by up to is equal to Bn by 2 J. Because of here An is equal to 0, only Bn JBn by 2 Jj multiply at the both denominator and numerator, then only 2j is there, and this will be a 2a by n pi j n pi. 2 to 4 will be cancelled out by 2. This is a 2 only, and present to odd only. This is two representation, Cn and C of minus f. So C of minus n is equal to Cn complex conjugate. This will be 2a divided by of j n pi. Okay. Then how can we find the magnitude? Magnitude of Cn is equal to 2a by n pi, and angle of Cn is equal to minus of pi by 2. For this signal already well calculated. C of minus n same, magnitude is same. Of minus n is equal to negative is there, then this will be positive angle. And how can we represent this in phasor representation? This is also represent only for two plots, magnitude and phase. This is the magnitude plot, magnitude of Cn, angle of Cn. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. 1, this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There negative also requirement, like the both positive negative frequencies there. Minus 1, minus 2, minus of 3, minus of 4, minus of 5, minus of 6, minus of 7, minus of 1, minus of 2, minus 3, minus of 4, minus of 5, minus 6, minus 7. Then 2a, only odd is represent, 0 value is 0, Cn, C naught is 0. 1, Cn 1 is equal to 2a by pi. This is 2a by pi. Even is 0, odd only, then odd third one. C3 will be, yeah, 2a by of 3 pi, and fifth one 2a by 5 pi. Next seventh one 2a by 7 pi. Angle of this one for the all is minus of 90 degree, minus pi by 2. This is also minus pi by 2. This is also pi minus of pi by 2. This is also minus of pi by 2. Angle is tan inverse dn by an. Okay, negative of the Cn is also same for this function, 2a by pi, 2a by 3 pi, 2a by 5 pi, 2a by 7 pi. Angle of this one is positive. Pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2. We can represent this one also from only two plots. A one is magnitude, one is phase. Angle. Angle. This will be n omega naught plot where omega naught is constant, only n is change. N is nth harmonics presented in the signal. And, and what is the relation between complex coefficient, complex exponential Fourier series coefficient and polar plot? Cn and Dn. Trigonometry already you have drawn for this one. This will be same for all. Dn is equal to 2Cn and theta n same as the theta Cn. Angle will be same. Then how can you calculate the power for the complex exponential series coefficient? For the power calculation, by this one, xt you know about this one, summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity Cn e to power of j n omega naught t. Okay, this is the Fourier series representation in this form. Power, any power calculation of power is for the one time period, average of the area in a time had a time period. Same thing for a time period is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus t by 2 to t by 2 xt, and if there is a complex then they will need to complex conjugate of this one. There is only real function then xt square minus t by 2 to t by 2 xt for this one is summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity xt is equal to cn e to power of j n omega naught t into for this one summation is two summation and we can use only summation, replace this one by cn e to power of minus of j n omega naught t to dt. This is omega e to power j n omega naught t, e to power j n omega naught t will be cancel out to each other. Complex conjugate of c minus of n is cn. Or you can write complex conjugate for cn, and this is the summation of this one. This will be 1. Cn is constant value, you can take a common the summation form. This will be 1 by t summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity integration of minus of t by 2 to t by 2 into 1 only. This is the 1 e power minus e power j n omega t e power minus j omega t is 1. and this will be a t cancel out, t by 2 only half is there. This is the t cancel out, Cn into Cn complex conjugate. It means P, this will be cancel out, summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity total of Cn square magnitude of this one. Or you can written as power in term of C naught square plus 2 summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity mod of Cn square. 2 is there because of the n is equal to 1 to infinity. For a minus infinity, 2 minus of 1, both are same, that's why you represent as 2 is there, only sum from the single way like this one. 1 to infinity is there, 1 to infinity, here minus infinity, minus of infinity to minus of 1. So C naught is here, both are same, this one is same, that's why 2 multiplication is there, 1 to infinity is summation. Yeah, this is the power calculation, and RMS for this signal is root of P, root of power. Okay, harmonics, how can you calculate the harmonic distortion? Like nth harmonic distortion, mod of nth harmonic, magnitude of nth harmonics divided by of fundamental harmonics, magnitude of fundamental frequency. Like if you want to have the third harmonics distortion, harmonic distortion, it means how much that harmonics order is affected the whole signal. If there is 0, it means there is only fundamental signal is there, like a sinusoidal signal in AC form, only fundamental signal is there, all other is the 0. But if there is another waveform like square waveform, rectangular waveform is there, if there is a periodic waveform, then there is representation of this one is the fundamental time period or fundamental frequency, and remaining is the harmonic stuff, harmonic. Then which harmonics is more affected of this one, you can calculate by this formula. For the third harmonic, you can take up magnitude of third harmonic divided by a magnitude of fundamental harmonics. For this signal, 2a by n pi, third harmonic is 2a by 3 pi divided by fundamental is 2a by pi, n is equal to 1 is for fundamental, this is 1 by third, 33%, 33.33% is the third harmonic part in this waveform. What is the total harmonic distortion? For total harmonics, it means total uh, magnitude of total harmonics, magnitude of total power minus of fundamental power divided by a fundamental into 100. Total power divided by a total minus fundamental. It means remaining is there. If you subtract from the total, fundamental subtract from total, then it means remaining is there, all distortion divided by a fundamental. Okay, let's take questions. The question is there. Consider xt is equal to 5 of signum function sine of 20 pi t plus 5. This is the signal xt. Then question started as first A is plot the xt. B question is there, plot Cn. C question is there, plot the Dn. D question is there, plot find the total harmonics distortion. And E is there, find the RMS value of this one. All of it included in a question. F question is there, let the waveform or signal is passing through or pass through a filter whose characteristic is given as like that. This is the filter. Filter is presented from 30 pi to 150 pi. This is the omega. This is the magnitude of h j omega, and this is the angle of h j omega. This is 30 pi, 40 pi, 50 pi, 60 dot, suppose 150 pi. Angle of this one at 40 pi is minus of pi by 4, at 50 pi minus of pi by 5, and from 60 pi to 150 pi there is a minus pi by 2 angle for the all there, minus pi by 2. All harmonics is presented minus pi by 2. Then you have a signal 5 signum sine 20 pi t plus 5. Then you have to plot the xt, cn and dn. Then find the THD. After that, find the RMS of this function, the signal. In the last, you have to pass the signal through a filter, which characteristic is presented as HT. So frequency is there. Filter is present from 35 to 150 pi. Magnitude is 4. And angle is there for the filter. First of all, find the xt. Plot the xt. What is xt? 5, okay, constant 5, signum, sine, signum function. What is the signum function? You know about the step signal? Step signal is this one, 0 to infinity 1. Unit step is equal to 1. But signum t is represented as, it will be 1 for t greater than 0, minus 1 for t less than 0. It means this is represented as, this is plus t, this will be minus t. So minus 1 plus 1, this will be t. There is a negative, so 0, positive here, negative here. It means if there is any negatives there, then function is minus of 1. If the positive is there, the function is 1. Then first of all find this one, where is this will be positive, where this will be negative. If this function is negative, then the signum function is minus of 1. If this value is positive, then signum value is plus 1. Okay, first of all find the sine 20 pi t. Sine pi t, you know about the sinusoidal signal. Sorry for this. The sinusoidal signal is there. Suppose sine magnitude is 1, 20 pi t. 20 pi t, it means what is the frequency? Omega is there. Omega is equal to 20 pi. Then time period is 2 pi by omega. The omega naught is the fundamental frequency can take. 0.1. This time period is 0.1, this is 0.05. 0.05. Okay. The signal function is the this whole function is positive, then this is the plus of 4. If this is the positive, it means here is a positive, the signal function is given as positive. If there is a negative is there, the signal function will be minus of 4. It will looks like the minus of 1 till the signal is 6 times is positive of 1, like that. Same thing here also. If there are any negative, then signum function is minus of 1, this is plus of 1, like that. Magnitude of signal function is it is 5, then this magnitude is 5, negative also minus of 5. Okay, but there is another signal also there is 5. You have to add 5 in this signal. This is the 5. If you add 5, then you can see here this is negative 5 will be on 0. The whole function is shifted towards upward. Then whole system of xt is looks like this one. So 0, 0.05, 0.1. This is the t by 2. This is the t. This is magnitude is 10. This is the xt. Okay. Then value of xt plotted, then plot the Cn, then calculate the value of Cn. If you observe this signal, the signal is same. This signal is minus 5 to 5 is same as this signal. Okay, this is minus 5 to 5. You can take this one. यहाँ पे minus a to a. For this one, a naught is 0, an is 0, bn only presented. But if you shift the signal is towards the upwards, then a naught is the same value which one you shifted. If a 5 unit is shifted, then the a naught is equal to 5. The average value of this function is 5. Then you can say a naught of this one is equal to 5, same as this is the c naught and d naught also. An is same as 0, bn without shifting is 4a by n pi, a is 5, 5 you can't be take a 10 because of 10 is after the shifting, but the source signal is for the shifting is already counted in the every signal. That's why you need only 5 is there without shifting. It is 20 by n pi presented all in the odd function only. The odd harmonics there only. We know about Cn. Cn is equal to Bn by 2j for this one. An minus Bn by 2j. N plus Bn by 2j. Okay, this will be 10 divided by f j n pi in Bn is equal to 4a by n pi. This is 20 by n pi, 2 divided by 2, 10 by n pi. C of minus of n is equal to minus of 10 by j n pi. Then mod of Cn is equal to 10 by n pi, mod of C of minus n 10 by n pi, and angle of Cn minus pi by 2, same thing previous question. Angle of C of minus n is equal to pi by 2. Okay, for dn, dn is equal to 2cn, r is cn is equal to 10, same thing bn, dn same thing as the bn. This will be 20 divided by f n pi. Angle of dn is equal to tan inverse bn by an equal to cn. And d naught is same as the a naught b naught, 5. Okay, then representation of this one. Into n omega naught, n omega naught, n omega naught, n omega naught is the magnitude of Cn. This is the angle of Cn, magnitude of dn or dn, angle of dn or theta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Started as 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing here also, minus of 1, minus of 2, minus 3, minus of 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, dot 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 to infinity here also, minus of 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus of 4, minus of 5, minus of 6, minus of 7. This is 0. For the 1, at 0, C0 is 5. Then take this is the 5. Next one is first 1. 1 is 10 by pi. Third one is 10 by 3 pi. Fifth one 10 by 5 pi. Seventh one 10 by 7 pi. Ninth one 10 by 9 pi. In this minus of n, same thing, 10 by pi, 10 by 3 pi, 10 by 5 pi, 10 by 7 pi. Angle, this is the minus pi by 2. This is also minus pi by 2. Also minus pi by 2. This is also minus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2. But here is positive. Pi by 2. Pi by 2. Pi by 2 and pi by 2. This is the Cn representation. What about the Dn? We take the magnitude and angle for the Dn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dn is equal to 20 by pi, d3 20 by 3 pi, d5 20 by 5 pi, d7 20 by 7 pi, d9 20 by 9 pi. Angle same, minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. For this one also minus pi by 2. Okay, this is a representation. After that, what the asking the question? This is completed. This is completed. Third, total harmonic distortion, THD. THD means total harmonic distortion. This is equal to power of total power minus P1 divided by P1 into 100. How can you calculate total power? One by T integration. Here is only represent power for this one for a time period is this signal. If you want to calculate the power for this signal, simply you have to integrate for a time period. The time period is 0 to 1 or 0 to t, but the signal is presented only 0 to t by 2. T by 2 to t is 0, then no need of this one. 0 to t by 2, magnitude is 10. It means 0, 1 by 0, 0 so t mod of xt square dt. Magnitude of between them is 1 by t, integration of 0 to t by 2 only presented. A is 10, 10 square into dt will be 100 by t into, this will be 1, 0 to t by 2, 1 dt. This is a t by 2, t cancel out, 100 by 2 is equal to 50 watt. PT for this one is 50 watt total power. What is the P1? P1 is equal to 2 C1. 2 into C1, 10 by pi square, C1 square. Here, this will be a 20.28 watt. Why 2 C1? Because of C1 is presented both sides, na? C1 and C of minus of magnitude you can have to calculate for both. That's why you can multiply by 2 and find the value of C1. Then what is the THT? Because of C1 is presented as here C1, CF minus 1. You have to take both. Then if you want to take a C1, then simply multiply by 2 here. 2 into 10 by pi square. This one. THG root of PT minus P1 divided by P1. Fifty minus 20.28, 1.21. It means THT is 121% of total. RMS, you know about the RMS is root of P, root of 50, it will be 7.07. Next one term is filtering. Filter is the given. This one 30 pi to 150 pi, and angle is minus pi by 4 minus pi by 5 minus pi by 2. And how many orders are passing through this filter? Take on magnitude only for this one. Okay. You can then take DN magnitude plotting also. You can find from this one or the DN. Take 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4th harmonic, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fundamental of this one is the fundamental period is given in the first starting also here. 20 pi is there, fundamental frequency. Then fundamental frequency is 20 pi. This is the 40 pi, 60 pi, 80 pi, 100 pi, 120 pi, 140 pi, and 160 pi is there. Magnitude of this one That one is 20 by pi, third one is 20 by 3 pi, fifth one is 20 by 5 pi, seventh is 20 by 7 pi, dot dot to ninth also. But the frequency is passing between 30 pi to 150 pi. What is 30? 30 is here. Filtering is there only to 150. 150 is here. 150 pi. Only this signal 1, 2, 3 signal is passing through the filter. Okay, it means 60 pi, 100 and 140. What is the angle of the filter at 60 pi, 100 pi and 140 pi? In the question is mentioning about the angle also. This angle is not passing, this angle is not passing, 30, 40, only 60 to 150 is passing, angle is minus pi by 2. Then you can take this one only. Okay. Third, fifth and seventh harmonics pause. Then yt is equal to xt into ht. xt, you know about ht, first of all find the xt. You know about this one, d naught plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity dn cos of n omega naught t plus theta n or minus of phi n, anyone who can take. Multiply of yt is equal to xt into ht, filtering apply. Then after the filtering, only third harmonic 0 is 0, d naught is not present, third harmonic is presented, it means 20 by 3 pi into 4 is the filter gain. Then cos of 3 into 20 pi t minus pi by 2 for the this angle, minus of phi is there, phi is pi by 2, then this whole angle is minus pi by 2, and for the filtering angle is also pi by 2, and we have to add filtered angle also, plus 20 by 5 pi into 4 cos of 5 into 20 pi t minus pi by 2 for the Fourier series, minus pi by 2 for the filter, plus 20 by 7 pi into 4 cos of 7 into 20 pi t minus pi by 2 minus of pi by 2. Then what is the yt, final yt? This will be 80 by 3 pi cos of theta minus pi. This will be 1990 is equal to 180. It means cos of 180 minus theta is equal to minus of cos theta. Then this will be a negative cos of 60 pi t minus, this will be also 80 divided by a 5 pi cos of 100 pi t plus, this is also negative 80 divided by of 7 pi cos of 140 pi t. This is the answer of this question. Only this signal is passing through the filter. Okay. You have to note down the signal nature and transform the coefficient. What is this? So, written here signal nature. Notes for you. This is time domain, mathematical, math description. This is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. If a real function is there, real it means there the xt conjugate of xt is same. Same thing here also. Cn is equal to complex of this one will be same. If there is only imaginary, if imaginary is there, then we have the imaginary function xt is equal to minus of if you take the coefficient conjugate coefficient of this one is a negative. Same thing also here. Cn is equal to minus of cf minus n, negative complex conjugate. If there is a even function in even signal for the even function, then we know about even xt is equal to x of minus t. Here for the even Cn same thing is equal to Cf minus f for the even function. There is a odd function is there, then xt you know this will be a minus of x of minus t. For the odd function same thing Cn also minus of Cf minus n. For the complex set, complex conjugate is minus of t is equal to Cf conjugate of this one will be same. Is same like a real function. If any signal is there and odd real and imaginary part is there, then how can you find the real part of xt? You have to add xt plus conjugate of xt divided by t. Conjugate of it means imaginary part is cancelled out. You can get the real part of this function. For the coefficient for cn plus cf minus n conjugate divided by 2, you can get the real part of the function. Same thing if you want to find the imaginary part of the function, for the imaginary part, then xt minus something. If you subtract this one, this will imaginary part is cancelled out only. Oh, sorry, real part is cancelled out. Okay, xt minus of x conjugate of t divided by of 2j because of j is also there. Something for this one also. This is for the for getting the real and imaginary part of the function. Okay. For the finding of power and energy, there is a theorem known as the Parseval theorem. According to this, power in time domain is same as the power in frequency domain. It means integration of a time period, a signal mod of xt square dt. There is a real function n is equal to, if there is a complex function, then xt into complex conjugate of xt. This is a frequency domain. For the energy in time domain is same as energy in frequency domain. For the finding that energy, there is no requirement of the average. Then you have to replace t. You find the all of the not required for the time period. You have to find for the all time. It means integration of minus infinity to infinity mod of xt square dt. In this, because of the frequency or time period is the cancel out, this will be 2 pi. You have to multiply here 1 by 2 pi minus infinity to infinity in frequency domain d omega, integration in respect to the frequency. Mod of is this one. For the, if there is a complex is there, the magnitude of complex conjugate and real function is same. If there is a real function, then only square is there. X square t is equal to x square omega. Like that, if signal is real. When xt is equal to x conjugate of xt, then integration of minus infinity to infinity x square t dt is equal to 1 by 2 pi minus infinity to infinity x square omega d omega is equal to integration of minus infinity, convert this one omega into frequency domain, frequency only f in hertz, this will be df, and no need of 2 pi because omega is equal to 2 pi f. 2 pi will be cancelled out, only f is there. Okay class, I want to stop here today, and next lecture I want to start for the Fourier transform and property of Fourier transform. How can you find the Fourier transform for the signal? Okay, thank you to all.